You pick up your kid after school and they're bouncing off the walls. They're going at 100 miles per hour, just talking nonstop. Or they're just very emotional where the slightest thing gets them just breaking down in tears. And you wonder, does my kid have ADHD? And you talk to the school and they say, no, they were perfectly fine through the school day. We didn't have any issues. And you wonder why you're constantly getting leftovers with that kind of behavior every day after school. Hi, I'm Dr. Lumfrundi. I am a pediatrician, and today's video we're going to talk about restraint constraint, where we have kids having these behaviors that are confusing and conflicting for parents, where those behaviors look like some sort of a mood disorder or anxiety or ADHD. However, those symptoms are not translating with the school day. So in this video, we'll talk about why this happens and what to do when it happens. So let's get started. Now, why does this happen? So when your kid has been in school all day, they are in that focus state where their brain is in a self-regulating state. They are focusing, they're working hard to stay in their seat, take their turns, they're learning new things, they're learning social cues, and they have to hold it all together throughout the school day to be able to make it through the school day. Now, by the time the day is over, they're sort of depleted, like they've given all they've got. So once they see you or once they come home, this is now their safe place where they feel free to kind of let it all out and just let it go, which is a good thing because you're their safety net. However, it could be frustrating too because you've also had a long day and you're ready to just connect with your kid and make sure you have a good evening routine. However, it is just chaos. So we'll talk about what to do, knowing now that it's not ADHD or your kid is not misbehaving, they're just letting it out. What can you do then to help your kid manage those behaviors? So first thing to do is connect rather than asking them how their day is. Like, it's glad to see you. I won't go and asking all sorts of questions and stuff. Just connect and then wait for that for later. The second thing is offering them a snack, preferably a high protein snack, maybe a protein bar, cheese, nuts, or fruit with deep in it and stuff. Why? Because the regular low blood sugar can really affect mood. So we want to give them something to help stabilize their energy. 3, you want to offer hydration, because even mild dehydration, with the school days, depending on the school, sometimes they restrict water intake. Sometimes a child goes the whole day without drinking water at that. So you want to make sure they're hydrated, because even mild dehydration can make the kid irritable. So you want to offer water. Create quiet time, some kind of time or space to decompress after school before doing chores or homework, where you're either reducing the noise, having them color or work on blocks, or even going out for a walk for at least like 30 minutes for them to kind of decompress from the whole day's event. And finally, you also want to create a routine so they know what to expect after school. So have a routine where they expect after school to have some sort of a snack, water, hydrated drink, and then that calm decompression time before chores, before homework, before all the other things that are expected of them to do. That way they release all of that and then they're ready to do what's coming next. Once you do all of these, then having that structure, that was going to change your evening routine from that chaos time with child jumping, bouncing off the wall, to a more calmer and environment where they can decompress, where they can replete their emotional tank, and you can easily connect at that point with your kid. And once you do this consistently over time, your afternoon routine is going to go from chaos to more calm, more connection, and a happier connection with your kid. Well, as always, thank you for listening. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Dr. Loom.